Welcome into Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show. Chris Yao, Drake Colley with me, coming to you from inside the Dan Janes Broadcasting Communication Center, high atop the Marion Will Hoyt Press Box at Jim Cartwright Field, inside Lindsey Nelson Stadium at Maury County Park.
Yeah, we're live.
We
folks.
did it.
We're live. We're right here, right now. And the reason we're here is because the Maury County Public Schools High School Football Jamboree is tonight. Lindsey Nelson Stadium, right next to Columbia Central High School. If you don't have plans, or even if you do have plans, change them and come on out here and see us. Watch some great high school football. As Coach Stacy, you're here with us. We're getting ready for football and school's in. I mean, the stars are lined up like the planets were here on, Wednesday night? And when there's some type of eclipse or something going on here in the world where the planets align.
There's a meteor shower, I know, the other night. So all kinds of great stuff.
Something's going on, and we all know as football fans, everything in the world gets right when football start flying in there.
And those stars do align with the start of school and with us getting our test results back from the previous year.
Here we are.
Well, and Coach Stacy, thanks for joining us. And we've got a few minutes here. We want to talk a little bit about those test scores because Maury County Public Schools Game Day, we obviously love football. We focus a lot on football, but we like to believe that our athletes are student athletes, and that
what is
word
that?
Student comes first.
I haven't heard that term in so long.
If you can't get the grades, you can't play ball.
Well, and that's the way it was in the old days. That's the way it is today, right?
So you did get a little bit of information recently, and we see some stuff on social media about proficiency scores and things are how well things are going at Maury County Public Schools. Tell us a little bit about that, because there's some confusion, not just among the general public, but among myself. I'm not exactly sure what I'm reading when I see this stuff. I see that you guys are excited about it, so I know that I should be excited about it.
Well, every year, Chris, the state of Tennessee has a series of tests that all students in grades 3 through high school have to take. Now, not every subject is tested by the state, but those that are tested, those tests are required.
Like ESL and math, or
So what the tested subjects in high school are Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, U.S. History, English 1, English 2, and Biology. And then when you get down into the lower grades, for third grade, we test English Language Arts and Math. We do the same in the fourth grade and the fifth grade. In grade 6, we add Social Studies and Science. Now, every so often, the kids will take a test, but the tests are not scored because the state is resetting the standards for that subject.
Let me ask you this. Just let me interrupt for just 1 second. We're talking about these courses, and we're talking about the different grade levels that are tested. How often? What years are they compared? Like, what are the spans? So, are they reset every, say, 3 or 4 or 5 years? Over what course of time or what period of time are last year's grades in reading efficiency, math, or whatever it is compared? How many years are they compared to, or are they tracked over?
Well, they track them. We typically get 3 years worth of information in the platform called TVAS. TVAS stands for Tennessee Value Added Assessment System. And it is a value added measurement. So that particular measurement will show growth of a student, of a school, of a district, and then each teacher who has a tested subject, such as your ELA math teachers, they will get an individual score. Those scores within the school year are compared to all other test takers across the state.
I see.
And that's how the state determines.
And
what the growth level is.
And Maury County Schools gets to kind of grade themselves across the state on how they're doing compared to other school systems, obviously, other county school systems across the state.
I wouldn't say we grade ourselves. We're able to see the results, and then make, an analysis of those results to determine.
Well, and you decide overall against other school systems where you're falling, averaging, and where you're falling in line, right? And where you can improve, and where you've done much better, and where you can get better.
Yeah, and one of the benefits of that is we're able to look up similar school systems on the TVAS site, and you can break that down any way you want to. You can look at similar size, similar demographics, similar enrollment numbers, things like that. And if you find a school or a school system that is doing much better than we are in a particular subject, in a particular grade, then you make a phone call and find out, what are y'all doing? Y'all are very similar to us. How is what you're doing working, and what can we steal from you?
Sure. So that's where sharing data between school systems can help each other out. And you guys can we're all on this big ball together, right? We're all riding around together. So we need to, and we're here in the great state of Tennessee, and part of the public education system. We need to be helping each other out.
Yep. And I've never talked to a school leader or a school system or school system leader that was not willing to say, come visit us, or we'll do a Zoom meeting, however we choose to communicate, where they're not more than happy to show us, and vice versa. Sometimes we're the ones hosting those things.
Yeah. Now, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were in the middle of something, and you were discussing different categories, different grades, and different.
Yep. So, again, when we say the word TVAS, Tennessee Value Added Assessment System, we are specifically talking about growth as our students compare to the state. Okay. Now, we do not currently have those numbers. Those are typically towards the end of the release of data. What we do have, as of a few weeks ago, actually, is the proficiency numbers. And for those who are listening who may be confused by all of this, proficiency simply means you're at or above grade level based on the grade you're in and the test you took. It has nothing to do with growth, and growth has nothing to do with proficiency. However, what we do in Maury County is we look at our proficiency numbers and we compare where that same group of teachers who taught that same subject last year, did we grow? It's different kids, because a third grader last year is now in the fourth grade. So, but we can look at a school, we can look at a group of teachers and say, or we can look at across the whole district and determine, are we as a district getting more of our students to grade level? The second thing we can do with proficiency data is we can track a cohort of students. So a group of students takes the test in the third grade, the fourth grade, the fifth grade, right on up through high school. And at any point in time, we can look to see how that particular group of students performed over the years. Did a high-performing third grade remain a high-performing fourth grade, a fifth grade, and so on? Do we see drop-offs? And honestly, we do see drop-offs.
And you need, and you're just trying, and the data collecting helps you understand where those drop-offs are and where we can improve them and where we can get better.
Okay, so bottom line it for us. Maury County,
proficiency
do we feel like we're in a good place? I'm not saying we're at the best place, but are we in a good place?
For proficiency, yes. We've increased our proficiency since 2021 in practically every subject.
That's exactly what we want to hear. All right. Coach Keith Stacy here on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show. When we come back, Josh Taylor and some Spring Hill Raiders will join us here on the set. So stick around here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Welcome back into the Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show. Chris Yao, Drake Colley here, coming to you from Columbia Central High School, where tonight's Murray County Public Schools Varsity Jamboree will be taking place. In just a few minutes, we've got a couple of players from Spring Hill High School with us, and Coach Joshua Taylor joining us, and looking forward to talking to these guys. Coach, welcome in. It is football time.
It is. I appreciate you having us.
Man, this is exciting because this is last year. We came into this season, into the Jamboree. We were over at Mount Pleasant and not coming off a great year.
Yeah.
This is the first time in a long time that Spring Hill is coming off a pretty good football season and trying to build upon it.
Yeah, no, we're looking for more. We were excited about what we did last season. We were at Spring Hill for the Jamboree last year, but it was something that I think we knew we had. We were kind of a little nervous about what we could do, who we could be, and honestly, I would, in a lot of ways, to be truthful, we kind of underachieved. At least I think in the locker room, we feel like we did. I know a lot of guys were, to see us go to the second round last year. They were excited about that, and I was too. But I really think there's even more there, and we're looking for even more this year.
Well, it's easier to build upon success than not.
Yes.
And so hopefully that's what we see this year from your team. Now, who you got with us?
To your immediate left, I have Jonah Gibson. He's our quarterback, and he's a sophomore, number 12. And then next to him is Jacob Hitty, also a quarterback, plays a little bit of receiver too. He's a senior, number 18. Very proud of both of those guys.
Little double pass action. I'm going to be quiet over here. Hold on.
All right, Jonah, Jacob, you guys, both of you are listed as quarterback. Now, Jacob, a couple of years older. You're a senior this year, number 18 on your jersey. Let's see, Jonah, you're number 12. you guys are both quarterbacks, listed as quarterbacks, according to Coach Taylor. How do you all feed off each other? Is it more of a competition, or is it more of I got your back in case we need to come in? We need to come in, change a pace, a runner more than a thrower, whatever the situation is.
A lot of it's just like mentoring, right? I've had 4 years here, and just teaching Jonah what I know and Jonah teaching me. It's more of a collaborative thing. Obviously, we keep it competitive to get each other better, but nothing's gonna work out if we're against each other, especially when one of us needs the other more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jacob, you're a younger guy, and of course, obviously, it's just natural for younger guys on a team to kind of look up to guys like Jonah, who's a couple of years older. Does he help you out? Has he answered questions? Does he help bring you along?
Absolutely. Like he said, it was a collaborative. It's a lot of feeding off of each other in a way. Like we ask each other questions. He'll help me. I'll help him. It's very good vibes. We can't really have that don't like you, dislike mentality, especially in the competition in the locker room. It kind of ruins, especially as QBs, kind of ruins it. We kind of have to lead by example.
I see. Coach,
Yes,
tonight you're under the lights. Well, maybe not at first under the lights. You're going to be a
figures
little bit
of
under
life.
the sun, a little bit of the heat like everybody else. But tonight we'll give you a little bit of a snapshot of what's been going on in camp, what's going to go on tonight, and can help you you and your coaching staff figure out what's going to happen in the future.
Right. We're just really obviously excited to, play somebody else, have the fanfare that this is. The Murray County Jamboree is always awesome. Everybody involved puts it on, does a really good job. But as far as our football team, we go out there, we want to see the things, when we substitute, make sure communication is good. We want to limit the penalties, all of those things. Get out healthy, obviously, is part of that as well. But we want to just see that, I told them earlier, it's a dress rehearsal, it's a business trip. We want to check those boxes heading into week one to make sure we know that, hey, when it's time for kickoff, we can do that. When it's time for offense or defense, hey, there's a sudden change that we do what we're supposed to do, so we know how to handle that come game day.
What are the 2 or 3 things that you're looking for tonight, and your coaching staff could be looking for tonight, specifically in these 2 20-minute periods?
Yeah, I'll probably said it too many times, but I think number one, choosing violence. I want to see us, regardless of how the game goes, regardless of what Cornersville does. And, I'm really glad that they're out here. They came out here to play good coached, competitive team. But I want to get a hat on a hat. I want to see guys driving on both sides of the football, maximum effort for sure. So, violence is number one. But again, communication is number 2. And I want to just see energy and effort after that. I want to make sure we're excited to take the field. We also get off the field like we're supposed to. That's what I'm looking for.
It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. And guys, what's the one thing that you want to make sure you get done tonight?
Coming on the field, I think we just take care of business in the first thing. Especially, we just got to take care of business no matter what. It's a jamboree, it's a game, it's just football. We got to, put it on somebody. So that's definitely the first goal coming out.
I definitely say prove we're better than last year's team.
There you go.
I think we got a lot of doubters, especially with key pieces leaving and everything. I want to prove a point tonight and going into the season.
And I think, Coach, you'd agree there's nothing wrong with players going out with a little chip on their shoulder, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, there's something to prove. And there's something – and probably with the 2 quarterbacks with us right here on the offensive end or the offensive side, the execution – eliminating penalties and mental errors, and just if you could just see your offense execute, players be in the right position where you've coached them to be, and staying on their blocks, so forth. Right now, with these 2 guys and your offense, it's about execution.
No, absolutely. I think that Jonah and Jacob have done a fabulous job, all summer long of, doing that, executing, but also taking that leadership role that a quarterback naturally has. But I think both of these 2 guys they're competitors for sure, but also naturally they have an innate leadership ability, and I think it allows them to excel on the field. And so they're both guys look to them naturally, and it's something that I don't take for granted. And so I'm so glad that both of these guys are part of our team.
Appreciate you guys being here with us. We got a lot to look forward to. We'll get you down there, let you guys get stretched out and ready to go, and hopefully you can stay cool in those all-black uniforms.
Yes, sir. And it was funny. I saw Spring Hill come out in the all blacks, and I had the first thing I asked Coach Taylor before we went on there. I said, "What'd they do wrong to make them all get in black tonight?" And Coach Taylor said, "Oh, their kids will be fine. They got plenty of energy.
They hydrated.
Hydrate. Stay in between those fans down there."
And I see the Spring Hill assistant coaches. They're down there. Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Of course, they're in shorts and short sleeve shirts right now. That'll be fine.
So appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having us.
This is the Murray County Public Schools Game Day show from the Jamboree on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. Stick around. We've got more coming up right after this.
Don't go.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
This is Garrett Schrader at Priority Motor Cars. Are you looking for a better way to buy a used car? Come see us. We're family owned, and we believe every customer deserves honesty, quality, and a hassle-free experience. Every vehicle is carefully selected, competitively priced, and backed by the kind of service you'd expect from your neighbors, not your strangers. Plus, we're always looking to buy quality vehicles, even if you don't buy one from us. Visit Priority Motor Cars today, where integrity comes standard, right across from the Murray County Judicial Center, or online at PriorityMotorCars.com.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Welcome back into the Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show, Jamboree edition here at Columbia Central. Well, not in high school, next to Columbia Central High School, Murray County Park.
We're in the Marion Wilhoit press box.
Inside the Dan Janes Broadcast and Communications Center.
That's right.
At
high above Jim Cartwright Field in Lindsey Nelson Stadium in Murray County Park.
It's a mouthful, guys. We got
6 o'clock.
It's right. We've got teams on the field prepping, getting ready to go, and we have some administration level guests.
We got the shot callers. The kids call them shot callers from Spring Hill.
We have a former coach. I'm sure you're doing something. Assistant Principal Nick Deschamps joining us here, and John the Smoker Farmer,
Now,
Mr. Smoke Baloney over here.
Now, hold on.
Hold on.
I'm an older guy in the broadcast. I've got to ask you one question, AD Farmer. Are you relation to the Farmer family that's been around the Spring Hill? Do you get asked that? If you're not, do you get asked that a lot? Is there any relation?
No, I'm not related to Mr. Farmer, Clyde Farmer at all. However, if you go over to Murray County Park, that big rock out there, my grandfather, Gideon Farmer, mined all that phosphate, Farmer Construction that mined all the phosphate for Montana. That's my family.
Well, see, I'm old enough. I went to elementary school at the old Spring Hill High School. So and Mr. Farmer and I mean, the Farmer family goes way back to that because I'm way old. So that's the reason I was asking that. But are you guys excited that football's going? I mean, Coach Deschamps, I know Coach D.
Yes, sir.
I know this has been the longest 6 months of your life since Super Bowl ended, and we finally getting to play some football here in Tennessee.
Sir. It's probably going to be the quickest 4 months of my life because my son happens to be a senior. So,
that's right. And your son's kicking,
yes.
right?
Yes, he was up for Special Teams Athlete of the Year this year. So
let's talk about the energy around school. You're the athletic director. Things and oh, by the way, since we've been doing the game day show for the Maury County Public Schools, we've been through the transformation at the Spring Hill campus, which is. We've got to talk about that. You got to talk about that.
It is amazing.
Murray County Public Schools, what they have done to the sports facilities there at the Spring Hill campus.
Our facilities are light years beyond what they were before. It makes my job so much easier than what we had before. For instance, in the spring, if we had baseball, softball, soccer going on, I had people spread out everywhere. Now we have one entrance to all of our ballparks. We've got a parking lot right there. I can have one person working a gate. Everything is right there, centrally located. It is absolutely fantastic for me. We have handicap access now. It's great.
And especially as an AD and Coach D as a coach, you bring new families in that are moving in the area. You got to walk around a little bit like a banty rooster with your chest stuck out going, hey, I want you all to realize what I'm showing you right here, which is just super high quality. Division I college football, baseball, softball facilities.
Absolutely. The big change to me is how much the county's putting into it. And it's not just the facility of the football field and the baseball fields, but we've transformed the weight room, the gym. I don't know if you guys have covered it yet, but the county has bought Huddle for all of the teams across the campuses. And that's going to be a big selling point for our athletes is you're going to have game film. You're going to have stats and data that can back up to show to a college coach.
And anybody, your family members can pull it up anytime you want to. Of course, we stream a lot of those shows right here through WKOM also that are on social media. But, it's just, and you guys, and I'm old enough, wow, things have really changed in high school sports since we played.
Well, not only is the county paying for Huddle, the last couple of years or so, they've even paid for all of our officials. I don't think people realize how much it costs to pay officials when you're playing a high school football game or a basketball game or whatever. Well, the county pays that now.
That's fantastic.
So we can put that money back into our programs for equipment and other things that we need.
Now, I was a high school basketball official for almost 30 years, and we never got paid near enough. Okay, so I'm just going to leave.
They still don't get paid enough.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
I've had to remove
but
people
I appreciate what we got.
Yelling at officials. I know it. Yeah.
Now, talk a little bit about, obviously, we're early in the school year, a couple weeks in. What is the feeling like around this football team? Because as we have said so many times on this show, when your school's football team is good, the energy around your school is better.
Yes.
And so last year there was some, first time we win a playoff game since I guess I went to Macon County in 2017.
Yep.
And that's a big deal. So I know your kids are excited. What's it been like to get this year started?
Talking with Case and seeing the students, they're rallying around everything. So I think everybody's excited about all athletics. The girls soccer team had a good preseason win last night, and they've been struggling to get numbers out, but being able to put some success on the field and feel that success, I think all of our athletes are going to laid that into the school building. So
that's huge.
Yeah, I've got several of the senior football players in my class, and that's all they've been talking about is getting ready for tonight and how excited they are. I think going to the playoffs last year for the first time in several years and getting a win, I think they're hungry to get more.
And hosting a playoff game was a big thing last year because we hadn't done that since 1996.
It's And of course, every time you want to see your kids succeed, and you want to see your football team get better. And obviously, there was mix up with maybe some kids decided to go to Battle Creek or whatever. There was a little bit of some mix up, and you've got your kids and new coaches and all of that. But now you got to feel like it's gelled a little bit.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's kind of funny. The picture people came the other day to take pictures, and they were like, "That's a big drop in class." And so our numbers right now are at 560. I started in 2004. That's right about where we were at Spring Hill then. So I tell people all the time, it's coming together, and we're just getting tighter in what we have. Your athletes are going to play a little bit more different sports. They're going to have to pitch out in every way. Yeah. Several of our football boys out there play for us for rugby, the one sport that I do kind of help with.
I was going to say,
and they've seen success in that. So just coming together kind of as a family. You don't see a whole lot of kids you don't know in the hallway. So, and I think that's a big thing. So,
and we've talked about it on this show before on many prior game days. Athletic Director Farmer, the extracurricular activity of sports, of kids and playing sports. First of all, I've always felt a kid, a young lady, a young man playing a sport for a high school, junior high is a privilege, not a right. And along with that privilege comes some responsibility, some self-accountability. And do you find those characteristics within students that play sports?
Oh, we expect our student athletes to be leaders in our building, and I think they do a good job of that. Our student athletes, they have traditionally better grades, higher GPAs, attendance, fewer discipline issues, and again, it's all about. It's a privilege to wear that uniform on a Friday night or a Tuesday night or whatever that uniform may be, and if you wear that, there's a certain expectation. This is how you're going to lead the rest of the school.
Absolutely, and parents, and we've got to mention parents in this situation because parents, they're the ones taking kids to and from practice. They're the ones basically the extra expense of playing a sport, so they've got to be commended too on top of the student athlete. Correct?
Oh, we have a lot of parents that if we didn't have their help, there's a lot of things that we couldn't do. I mean, they were feeding kids last
chaotic,
night.
Yeah, I shout out the Raiderbackers, the football parents. I shout out the band parents. We've got an excellent PTSA at Spring Hill, groups that come in and they take care of our kids. Next Friday, the PTSA is going to be handing out cake for the first month of school. It's a big thing. If you want to deep dive some of that stuff, ask Pointer about Everrise. We just got some data back from a program called Everrise that says all the things we're saying, but it quantifies it so that our school board understands athletics are important. Activities are
absolutely
important.
Thus the $28 million investment to upgrade all the Maury County Public School sports facilities across the county.
Yes,
and that includes unit schools as well as the four-year schools.
And again, not just football stadiums, but baseball, softball. Obviously, our soccer teams are getting to play on these nice fields. And tomorrow I'll be hosting girls soccer and volleyball media day. Looking forward to that because you guys have a pretty good girls soccer program over there.
He's getting there. Coach Walker's been there for quite a while, and Coach Alexander, who's our boys coach, also helps him out. So it's a bit of a transition year this year, but and then really excited about our volleyball program with Coach Fulton taking over. He's a parent, but he's also been an assistant coach, so this will be his first year. So.
And of course, with the World Cup just ending, soccer's kind of I don't know, it's kind of the sport, not the sport, but it's
back up there.
It got a little boost, I would say, for sure, with the World Cup.
Yeah. Now, before we get out of here, John, Gotta tell us what's on the menu coming up. I know you'll be out on the grill here soon. What are we doing for our first football game of the year?
It was tri-tip last weekend.
I had tri-tip and some wings last week. I'm not sure what I got.
I'm telling you, this man is he's the grill master.
Look, if it's dead, I can cook it.
Bottom line.
And some stuff don't even have to be.
It may still be moving.
I can't wait till we have the game day show at Spring Hill.
Well, for years I did the barbecue in the concession stand at the basketball games. That was my barbecue.
You probably worked some of those games, Greg.
I probably did. I called quite a few there for Coach Young. And,
I was his assistant for 10 years as well. So
there you have it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to.
We'll look forward to that food.
Hey, no doubt. We're looking forward to a great football season, a great athletic season, a great fall sports season in general. Looking forward to talking to you guys again here soon. But appreciate you joining us.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
And John Farmer here on the Front Porch Sports Network, Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show, powered by CPWS Internet. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wallcover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wallcovering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed.
Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
In our connected world, a strong, reliable internet connection isn't just a luxury, it's a lifeline. For work, for school, for staying in touch. That's why when you need assistance, you want someone you can trust. Someone who knows your community and understands the unique needs of your neighborhood. That's where our local customer service and tech support team comes in. Our local support specialists are real people with real solutions right here in your hometown. At CPWS, we're more than just an internet provider. We're your neighbors, dedicated to keeping our community connected with local service you can see and local support you can hear. In our
Welcome back into Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show. Chris Yao, Drake Colley, joined now by the voice of the Spring Hill Raiders, Dave Dunston, and
Big Dave.
The L Train.
Landon Seacrest.
Landon Seacrest.
We call him the L Train. That's what they call him on the street, the L Train.
That's me.
Catch the L Train.
Hey, you know what? Nothing gets done around here without the L Train.
What, you guys
I can tell you from personal experience.
Nothing moves without the L Train. I'm telling you.
That's 100% right. So, but we're going to talk a little bit about Spring Hill football, and Dave's year number 2 on the mic, and looking forward to you calling the the Raiders games this year. But after we've talked to Joshua Taylor, we've talked to their two quarterbacks. You know what you hear. If you got two quarterbacks, you don't have one. I don't know
Dave,
about that.
Dave, give us a little insight on why would Josh Taylor bring us two quarterbacks up here, a sophomore and a senior?
I could tell you, but I'd have to kick.
Well, it's not. Let me tell you what.
Is this a Bear Bryant situation?
It ain't worth that. Okay,
it could be.
By all means,
it could be simple strategy. Making the other teams try to figure out what he's going to do.
Listen, this is the God's honest truth. When I was a sophomore in high school, we played with two quarterbacks behind the center in shotgun, and we had 6 snap locations. And in the huddle, they would tell you snap location 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. If we were running to the left, it was snap location 6, and buddy, we were going to snap the ball.
Student body right, student body left.
That's not the first time I've heard of something like that.
So I'm just saying, I've seen weirder.
I tell you, the second guy's going to have to be really good to beat out Jonah Gibson on a full-time basis. He came in as a true freshman last year. We don't have true freshmen in high school, but you know what I mean.
Played well.
First-year player, came in, split some time with the other guy. But this year it's all his if he can keep it. And man, he's tough as a boot.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Well,
I'm looking forward to seeing him again.
Last year, they went 5-6, won a playoff game.
Yeah, they did. For the first time since 2017.
Yeah.
And as Landon said, you could talk to that. You've got their schedule pulled up.
Yeah.
They went 5-6 last year. Is that correct?
And that was in a region with Montgomery Central, Creekwood, Marshall County, which is the class of that region and likely to win it again.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they defeated Creekwood for that number 2 spot where they were able to host a playoff game.
Yeah, they did.
And then the other team in that region is Creekwood, Marshall County. Battle Creek.
So, what about this year, Landon?
Yeah.
Tell the folks about Spring Hill and our expectations.
Yeah, so this year, I think the team will look a lot different. You'll see that firstly tonight in the black uniforms and all that. A little bit of a rebrand that Coach Taylor has talked about, trying to change the culture, but you're going to see a lot of different players. I've talked with Dave as well. Just some new offensive players that might be in the fold this year that we can't necessarily spoil from this perspective, but you will see as far as maybe some different people playing receiver, different people getting carries, all that. The O-line is going to pretty much still be the same. They have a really good offensive line, some very big guys up there, bigger than what I had when I played there. And,
Coach Taylor's a defensive guy,
he is.
I know.
And that's what I was going to get to. His son, Jackson Taylor, is the captain and leader of that defense at safety, number 2. And he's going to have high expectations. And the defense was really good last year. They had a really good secondary. They had Schneeberger out there. Dave, you know about that. They had a couple of interior linemen, Seneca Caldwell. Very good team last year defensively. So I expect much of the same. Of course, this is Coach Taylor. Now the expectation is to make the playoffs, and that's what I told him. I said, now the pressure's on you to withhold that expectation.
So, Dave, as the voice of Spring Hill, you've seen a lot of Spring Hill games over the past, 3 or 4? How many years have you been calling for them?
Oh, gosh, since 2012.
Okay.
10.
So you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly.
All of it.
Now,
sometimes in the same game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely when I was playing, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tonight against Cornersville, here we're kicking off at 6:00 against Cornersville in this Maury County Public Schools high school football jamboree here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. For our listeners that don't know, there are going to be 4 games or scrimmages tonight. Each scrimmage involves 2 20-minute running clock periods. Dave, what are you looking for out of the Spring Hill Raiders? What do you want to see?
I want to see if Gibson and Anthony Tran at running back can kind of pick up where they left off last year. Okay. See how well the line of scrimmage is improved. See if they're all into. It's not, they don't have a transfer portal in high school, but they've got some faces maybe this year that they didn't have last year, and there was expecting some faces that they're not going to have this year. They'll have to adjust to that. I think it's interesting. Landon said that he's trying a culture change. I don't think he's really doing a culture change. He just wants to improve what he started last year.
Sure. Yeah. Build on top. Yeah, just keep adding blocks to it.
Look, this team came out here last year. They won that first game. We were like, okay, well, there's our one game. And then we look, down the road, we've won 3, 4, 5 games. We're like, hey.
Which is a huge.
And to have Knots that's a big deal,
Sure
and it's just, but he's not satisfied with that, I don't think. And
yeah, I mean, you can't.
And you're going to see him make moves to fix it.
A second round playoff exit sounds great till you look at that overall record and you go 5-6. Man, we got to be better than 5-6. We got to be better than 500 if we're going to win. If we're going to change the way that this train is moving.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to see for sure. Looking forward to. If there's a player out there that we are not thinking about, who's the guy that we need to be really looking for this season?
I would say two players off the bat. Offensively, there's going to be a new face at running back. That's no secret. We got Trent that'll get carries. We'll probably get Cason White, 33, getting some carries. And Coach Taylor's other son, Austin Taylor, might shake up some things as well. So be on the lookout for that.
And I think it's obviously important, especially high school football, to be able, you're talking about running backs, Landon, it's so important to be able to run the football, right?
Oh yeah, you definitely.
Let's take a quick break. We've got the national anthem real quick.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
We are back here on the Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show, live on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. Chris Yao, Drake Colley, now joined on the set by Assistant Superintendent of Operations Eric Perryman and
the one and only Superintendent of Murray County Public Schools, Lisa Ventura.
The big dog's here.
We call her the Big Kahuna here on the Game Day set,
where the buck stops.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, can I put in? Who do I talk to immediately about putting in another air conditioning unit? Who do I talk to about that?
Wayne Lindsay with Murray County Parks.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Oh, we could just pass a jar around. We could pass a jar around in a hat or something like that. I mean,
correct. We need some Freon now.
We need one right there in that wall, just blowing right on us.
He's down here calling this football game, so during the break, I'm going to go down and talk to him.
Yes, make him come up here.
Come on, guy. Come on, let's
get
this.
Air conditioning.
He's not gonna have any sympathy for us if he's down there.
No, he's not
at all.
It is way too hot for football.
Earlier, we had Coach Taylor for the Spring Hill Raiders here, talking to him and a couple of players. And before they came up into the press box for the interview, I saw the Spring Hill Raiders come out, and they're all black on black. Just And the first thing I asked Coach Harris said, "What did they do wrong? What kind of trouble are they in for them to be in the black?" I'm like, and he looks at me, and goes, "Oh, they'll be fine. They're kids." And I'm thinking, okay.
Junction boys.
As the coaches are in shorts and T-shirts.
Yeah,
that's
a Junction boys answer right there. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely, they will. So,
what's going on? I mean, school has just kicked off, so I know you guys are in a whirlwind. But
absolutely, 8 days with students, 10 days in with full staff, and we are rocking and rolling. We've had a great start to a school year.
My wife has only gone the wrong way in the pickup line once.
Oh no,
is that
it?
There you go. That's good.
I did not hear about her being
She's behind. She's behind her average.
He did give her some flack though down at Culleoka. He was like, "Hey, look, parents really don't like it if you come through here and cut in line."
So we're pretty serious about our traffic patterns.
Now we held the middle school jamboree.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
In July.
Lisa Ventura, you weren't there. You must have been on special assignment somewhere.
I was on special assignment.
And we talked to some school principals and everything. And at the beginning of every school year, as they said, and I asked them, I said, isn't there a certain bit of anticipation and a little anxiety, a little apprehension, a little anticipation, a little bit of let's get this thing excitement all rolled into one as
Absolutely.
a teacher, and the same way for you administrators,
Yes.
because it seems like each year you work to end school smoothly,
Yeah.
and then start school smoothly, and
correct.
whatever happens in between just happens in between. I mean,
Well, we like to believe that we have a plan, but you're right.
Everybody
Whatever
has a
happens
plan
in
till you
between,
get hit in the
happens in between. And when you're dealing with 13,000 children, the sky's the limit.
good intentions. There have been roads paved. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's right. But yes, we do start a school year with a lot of anticipation. For me, I've used this metaphor all week. The last 2 weeks. It's like Christmas for me. It's like waiting for August 3rd this year was like waiting for Christmas morning when I was a child.
Sure.
There's still that excitement. There's still that little bit of anxiety, but that great anticipation. Super, super excited. We've had about 12,800 students show up. We're excited to have them. Everybody's rocking and rolling. Mr. Perriman will tell you we had a couple of traffic hiccups the first couple days. A lot of parents that wanted to, drop off.
Go the wrong way at Culleoka, things like
that. We have the kindergarten tiers, and that's mostly the parents. The kids are like, bye. And they're excited to start their school life. Most.
And we were talking about parents for the first time. The first time parents, just like first time kids.
Yes.
Both of them are in kind of the same boat. The kids are a little worried about going for the changing schools or going, and the parents themselves, they're a little anxious and a little bit of anxiety set in about their children just starting school.
Yes.
So you guys are kind of therapists, educators, and everything, administrators, all rolled into one.
That's correct.
Take care of your hugs and kisses prior to your child's turn to get out of the vehicle.
There you go.
So there are rules for the carpool.
Absolutely.
Carpool rules.
That's you don't get out. You don't even really have to come to a complete stop.
No,
we'll
get them out. Yeah, come on.
Roll.
But as far as all the hugs and kissing and high fiving,
That's right.
None of that in the carpool.
Be done.
Because
we want you excited, but we want you ready.
Because you're slowing the carpool lane up. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
That's exactly
We're trying to get these kids out.
That's right.
And for every kindergarten parent that's hugging and kissing and worrying and trying to hold the line up, there's a 4th or 5th grade parent that's like, speed up. I got to get them out of here.
Right. I got to get to
I've
work.
had them all
I gotta
summer.
go.
Get them gone.
That's
Take them
right.
back.
Somebody's late to work
so tired
or whatever they do.
Get them out of here. Yeah.
It's just like being the middle child. The first child, the pacifier falls out and they get a brand new sterilized one.
That's
and then the second child, the pacifier falls out on the ground. They just pick it up and wash it off on their wipe it off on their jeans and stick it back in their mouth.
That's right.
I was the middle child. That's probably what's wrong with that.
I was a middle child as
there
well.
you go. So
yes.
Not me. I was baby.
I think he was baby.
I was a third of 4, so I'm a middle child.
That's right.
Okay, now we started off the show in the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour, and we were talking to Coach Keith Stacy, and we were talking about the proficiency in the data that's being collected.
Yeah, you can't pop my balloon. It is flying high. We are rocking and rolling, baby.
Let's let's add a little bit of discussion to that.
Okay.
Eric Perryman, you actually said that this whole TVAC, is it called TVAS? TVAS. It kind of was developed at UT Knoxville by some dairy farmers.
By Professor Dr. Sanders up there. He was an ag teacher, and he had a formula for when you were feeding dairy cows. If you fed them at certain rates, they would grow in their milk production. And then what they've taken is they took the basis of that formula and have applied it to student learning and markers of achievement. And so we measure children year to year using that formula. If you do this, you feed them the proper amount, then they're going to produce this much. If you underfeed them, this is what the results you're going to see. And if you overfeed them and really do a great job teaching, they're going to overproduce. So the basis of it, the hilarity, it's a dairy formula. How do we produce more milk? And you feed more than you need. And you overproduce. And it's the same thing with teaching. When you really hit that stride and go above and beyond, and teachers really start finding that pace with kids, and kids are really clicking and getting it, you see the higher numbers in yield the next year.
So it is working.
The
formula makes sense.
So the TVAS formula is for growth. So that's how we determine if a kid has made 1 year's growth, 2 years growth, 3 years growth. We do not have all of our growth scores yet.
Right.
What you were looking at with Coach Stacy was our proficiency, which
was
is
purely out of 100 kids. This number of kids.
Correct.
Are,
it's not standardized as a percentile like 100. It's just the state comes up with a cut score, and you might have to get 32 questions right. You might have to get 56 questions right, depending on the test and the age and the number of questions. But it's proficiency on one test, one day.
And it's the cohort is your entire grade of the state.
Yes.
So if it's a third grade English test, then every third grader that takes that English test in the state of Tennessee works to set the norm and the proficiencies and the levels within that.
What's the biggest misconception that parents or the public might have about this data that's collected about their child? What do you think?
So there's a couple misconceptions. I think one of the biggest that we run into is, my child was a straight A student, and yet they struggled on this state test. And so the state test is developed using the standards that we give teachers to teach. However, we never have access to that test. So we don't know necessarily what standards are going to be covered, how heavy they're going to be covered, how deeply they're going to be covered. But
at some level, that helps you to not teach the test, too.
Correct. We are given, this is your roadmap. There's 171 standards in third grade ELA. You got to cover them all. The test may cover 150 of those, 25 of those, or they may throw in some other stuff. So there's a lot of misconception about why our grades do not necessarily align with proficiency. The other thing that is kind of misaligned is just because you scored below proficiency on a TCAP doesn't mean, like ELA TCAP, doesn't mean you can't read.
Right. The world's not ending.
That's exactly right. And it's English language arts. So it's testing syntax. It's testing vocabulary. It's testing punctuation. It's not just testing a reading level.
So really the data that you're using is really more or less shining a spotlight onto different areas of either proficiency or inefficiency, and you're able, by shining that spotlight, you're able to address it as educators and administrators and fix the problem.
Exactly. So a lot of times, like I said, the biggest misconception is if you're at 34% proficient in fourth grade ELA, that the other 66 are somehow not able to read, and that is a false statement.
Well, that's terrific.
That helps. Because I see it on social media. I see that we're happy about it, so I assume I should be happy about it. But I don't know what I'm happy about.
You should be happy. We are turning this ship around.
Okay, let me ask you this. Oh, we're going to a break?
No.
That music means we got to go to a break.
Not until you see football players getting in here.
All right.
Until you see football players, we're staying right here.
We're going to stay right here. Okay, so let me ask you this. Teachers.
On the fly right there.
Yeah. Hey, that's live radio, baby.
Live radio.
Teachers within the Maury County Public School System, they've got a lot on their plate. Let's not lie. So without overwhelming teachers, how do you guys feed them this data and get this data to them?
They're overwhelmed.
Well, I mean, do you know what I'm saying?
No, we spend. That's what we spend that first week and a half while we're doing professional development that everybody kind of rolls their eyes about. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at these are the standards that you are required to teach. How deeply do you need to, do you need to go a mile long? Do you need to go, 6 inches deep? How, when we talk about unpacking the standards, that's what we're talking about. So we're laying that groundwork with new teachers, veteran teachers. Sometimes standards change. They get manipulated. They get massaged a little bit by the state legislatures. So that's what we're talking about for those 7 days of PD that we require teachers to do.
And really what they're doing is taking the information that comes in and they're looking at multiple layers of it. They're doing self-reflection of, as a teacher, what strategies did I use and did I cover things properly? They're looking at the curriculum and saying, does it properly address the standard and align with the things that are being asked? And then they're really looking at two groups of kids. They're looking at the group that they had last year, what their strengths were and how they performed, but they're also looking at the incoming group, who is a completely different cohort, a completely different, distinct set of kids, and they're doing the same thing. How does this group and how will it align as we move forward? So
that's right. And we want them, if Perriman and I are teaching the same grade and I notice that his scores are remarkably higher than mine, I got to get with him to say, hey, what are you doing, man?
Right.
Like how, so we want to, have that collaboration.
But not just within the Murray County school system, but like Coach Stacy was saying, you can do that statewide because you have that data.
Sure.
That's correct.
All right. So let me ask you this, since we're still on the same subject of data. In this digital world, parents are in this world today. Parents are pretty protective of their kids.
Correct.
How do you guys, as a school system, make sure that all this personal data that's being taken in by you stays secure and parents don't have to worry about that?
Well, we have a couple layers of security. Of course, I have a tech department that does a really good job at the firewalls and the anti-piracy things. And then, of course, we use state systems, and we have to count on the state of Tennessee and the Department of Education to make sure that that data stays safe. I'll also say this. Most student data forms to fill out any of this doesn't contain their we give them a student ID.
Right.
So it doesn't say, Chris Yao Jr. at this address with this social security number with this date of birth.
Sure.
And the layer of their performance is sometimes that the group and their performance are available to different groups and different ways to look at it, but individually,
their personal information is not.
It's really held to the teacher that has them and those types of things.
Yes. But it is a scary amount of money that we have to spend in anti-piracy, and I shouldn't say scary amount of money. It's just part of living in 2026.
Cyber security.
Cybersecurity.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's better to have it than not have it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a constant troll. I mean, it's a constant battle to how do we oversee this information? And honestly, sometimes the greatest hackers we have are the students within our midst.
That's true.
That's correct.
Because they're working in the system that we're working in, and they find the back doors to it. If you're outside, you don't even know necessarily the system we're in.
That's right.
And so our tech department but they battle constantly to make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to, monitoring and that we're not doing those things.
And when little slip-ups happen, that it is shut down, that door is closed immediately.
Right. So it's not good. We don't want kids doing that, but we kind of do.
Hey, they become our greatest resource.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You kind of do.
We go say, how did you do this? And usually they're very excited to say, well, let me show you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They'll show us their secrets.
And so
if you're going to shut it down anyway.
Yes.
So
for people just joining, we're discussing about instructional data that is collected and given and used within the Murray County Public School System to help promote learning and the educational system in general, not only in Murray County, but by sharing that information, it helps other school systems across the state.
That's right.
And I think the overall picture really is that the instructional data that's used is, and I said it earlier, is more of a flashlight rather than a hammer, if that makes sense, because it's not really a punishment type situation. No. It shines a light on areas that are A, good, or areas that B,
That's
could
right.
be better.
Because every child, we're going to take them where they are. We're going to hopefully grow them as far as we can for as long as we can.
And I'll tie this to why we're here. On our radio show last year prior to a game, we had a conversation about athletes and band kids and the reason for being at school and their performance. We made a statement that they outperformed. We took that as a challenge to ourselves, and we worked with a company, and as we go across this year, we're going to be able to share data with you that says, hey, now we can show you how football and basketball and band are affecting those scores in positive ways. We found really good information about our athletes and their performance.
A little there. Yes.
So when they have that reason for being here, it's helping out big time.
Okay, we're up against the break.
We are up against the
We're
break.
about to bring Mount Pleasant on.
in the house.
Coach Kit Hartsfield and a couple of his players will be joining us here in just a second. So stick around here on Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. Stick around.
When it comes to your internet, you shouldn't have to talk to a robot or someone halfway across the globe. At CPWS, you don't. We live and work right here in Columbia, providing local support you can trust and service that's built into the heart of our community. Right now, it's never been easier to make the switch. New customers can get CPWS internet for just $50 a month. Experience the difference of local service and blazing fast speeds. Call us today, 931-375-7777.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, three common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
We are back here on the Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show, Jamboree Edition at Murray County Park, Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Currently, Spring Hill and Cornersville taking part in the opening contest. I'm Chris Yao, joined by Drake Colley, and we are joined on the set now by members of the Mount Pleasant football team and Coach Kit Hartsfield. Coach, welcome in, and another year football in Murray County.
Yeah, no doubt. It's here. We can all feel it. We're all sitting here sweating right now. But
and it's not because we've been playing. It's just because it's hot.
It's just hot. But we're here and we're ready for it.
Well, Coach, you got a couple of guys that you brought with you, and I know you're excited to tell us about them because they are really good football players.
Oh, no doubt. I got Nazir Carter here with us, senior. Has been with us the whole time, and good leader for us, linebacker. One of the guys that helps communicate the defense for me, and Brody Ofield, offensive lineman. Started last year and played a lot of football for us, and he's a quiet kid. I had to drag him up here.
All right.
Well, we're going to drag some words out of you, Brody.
You guys have been hitting each other for the past couple of weeks, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now it's time to hit somebody else.
Yes, sir.
And you don't mind doing that tonight, do you, Nazir?
No, sir.
But you guys are both seniors.
Yes, sir. Last ride.
And this is your last go round. So what's your message to the younger guys that are playing underneath you guys? I mean, do you tell them, hey, this is it for us? We don't have time to. We got to get our head. We got to get our head in the right place, and we got to cut down the mistakes. What do you tell them as seniors?
Just get it together. This is week 0, really. We just coming to get better. Week 1, we got to let it all out.
What is the point for you tonight? What are you really looking to kind of get out of tonight in a jamboree setting where, probably going to play a lot more players than you probably would normally play on a regular Friday night, but you're going to get out there and you get to hit somebody. What's the number one goal for you?
Just getting all my keys right, really, as a linebacker. Just reading the right keys.
What about for you, Brody?
Just like build together, grow as a team, like get good, better communication.
A little bit of gelling.
Yeah.
In a situation like this, then
combining the brotherhood together right here.
Now, Brody, you're on the offensive line. How many other players were on the offensive line from last year? They're on the offensive line this year?
3.
Okay, so there's 3 of you as a unit that played last year together that are moving in. You feel pretty confident? You can keep them off your quarterback?
Yes, sir.
Because if you don't, I imagine Coach Hartsfield has something to say about that. Coach, tonight you get 2 20-minute periods running clock to kind of get an evaluation. Isn't the Jamboree's fun? A lot of teams involved. But there's an evaluation process from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing for me that I get out of it is Mr. Hall's smoked ribs at the hospitality tent. I don't find them very enjoyable, but I do think they're necessary because the positives are you put kids in front of people, on a Friday night, for the first time maybe that didn't play or have experience and get those jitters out. Make some mistakes that you wouldn't want them to make when it really matters and it counts. Transitioning on and off the field, communicating without the coaches standing right behind you where they can hear you really good. All those things you'd want to work out, now, make those mistakes and get them corrected before the season starts.
And the Jamboree kind of signals the start of the season, so it kind of gets people in football mode, so to speak.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously we take it, pretty serious here. They do it big. We got a huge Jamboree. It's always a big turnout. It's fun games. They do a great job promoting it from the school system all the way down. And, they make it big for the kids. They may be a little bit too big, at times. I try to remind mine, like, it doesn't count. You just got to compete and get better and try to prepare for the season and get to week 1 healthy.
Well, Coach and Nazir, Brody, you guys can jump in here too. How long have you guys been playing varsity football?
4 years.
2 years.
Okay, so Nazir, particularly for you and Coach, is this your 5th year?
6th.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I cannot believe it has been that long.
I think I can remember his first year.
I do. I mean, that's what's crazy to me. So, you guys have kind of you're in the hunt for that region championship every year. Seems like the second round, you guys get the toughest draw of anybody in the state.
Yep.
What is it going to take to get you guys over that hump? Because if you get over that hump, it feels like Chattanooga is within your sights.
Yeah, no doubt. I kind of answered talking to somebody else the other day. Pound for pound, 2A West is, there's more state contenders in the 2A West than any division, in football. So the negative is you're probably going to play a team going to Chattanooga in the second round. But
every time.
The positive,
if you can win that game, you're good enough to win it all.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And, we were going in miling, 0-0 with 7 minutes in the second quarter last year with 3 chances to punch it in and really jump on them. And we didn't finish those. And then we gave up a few big plays. So we kind of believed we could play with them after we got going. 3 or 4 plays really changed that. But I think we know we're closer than we thought we were because of going and competing with them, that loaded team they had.
And is that kind of how you feel? Like you're like, look, we've got the experience, we've got the ability. Now we just got to put those 2 things together and get over that hump.
Yes, sir. We got everything we need. We only lost a couple players last year, and we was like Coach said, we was right there in the fight with them. So we just got to put everything together, go back, and let's see if we can do it again.
We'll get a chance to revisit some of those games. I'm looking straight at one of your broadcasters over here, Seth Campbell. We might get Seth on here after you guys have to head down and get ready for your contest. You guys are up at 7:00 tonight, and you're playing Cascade out of Bedford County.
Out of Wartrace, sir.
The champions
area.
the champions there.
champions.
And you know what? They're very similar to you guys. They got a lot of high school pride in there. The community really supports Cascade, and you'll have a little bit of a fight on your hands, which is okay with you.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're a 3A school now. They got a lot coming back. They're big. Be a good test. To
bunch
get
of
back
guys
to
who
that.
who spent all summer throwing hay bales. So
no doubt.
Country strong.
Yeah, and just getting that evaluation. I think versus better competition. To kind of learn from right before the season starts.
Now, what one or two things are you looking for as the head coach of the Mount Pleasant Tigers tonight in this Jamboree scrimmage?
Yeah, I would say number one is just kind of being clean. Not perfect, but limited penalties. Nobody having uniform issues, stupid things that get you taken out for a play. And just kind of executing. And moving the ball and. Not having mental mistakes. On either side, and just trying to play a clean game. That's really the main thing we're looking for, and then to stay healthy.
I was about you took the words right out of my mouth. And no injuries, as we've got news today that the University of Tennessee lost one of their best defensive backs, probably to a lower leg injury of some sort that might end this season. We hope not. We haven't heard for sure, but that happens at practice. I mean, football is a contact sport. Injuries are going to happen. You're just hoping that it doesn't knock a player out for a long period of time if it happens to them. And we know we don't want to see anybody injured tonight during these Jamboree contests.
Right, no doubt. And, I mean, you got to play. You got to get in front of people. You got to get in the heat. You got to try to get in game shape, and it's a tough ask to tell a lot of these guys they're going to play one quarter, but then they got to go play four. But, am I really going to stress getting that extra 10 minutes and blowing the shoulder out before next week? We don't have the depth for that right now.
And one quarter in this heat might be like 2 quarters in just a regular day. I mean,
no doubt.
Because it's hot out there.
No doubt. And it's just there's a fine line. So we're just going to try to get our horses to the race.
Brody, quick question for you. How much easier does it make blocking when you got a guy like Caden McCrory running behind you?
A lot easier. Just make that open gap and he's gone.
If you hit your spot, it could be 6 every time.
Yes, sir.
No doubt about that.
And if he's running your hole, that you need to get that block, and he's going to be on you about as quick as you're going to be on that guy you're trying to block.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
I mean, it's pretty instant stuff with
Yes,
with a running back like that.
Well, we're looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a great football season, Coach. We are always excited about Mount Pleasant football. Looking forord to getting down there.
And we love coming down to Mount Pleasant.
Absolutely. We'll be there week one.
We get to see the mayor, Bill White. We get to see all those guys down there. We love going to Mount Pleasant.
We love them. They love us, and that's what we like about it. But we are going to let you guys get down there, get warmed up, get ready for your contest. But looking forward to it. You guys stick around here on the Front Porch Sports Network.
Cascade, Mount Pleasant.
That's right.
Cascade, Mount Pleasant, 7 o'clock. Y'all come out here and see them.
Thank you.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
This is Garrett Schrader at Priority Motor Cars. Are you looking for a better way to buy a used car? Come see us. We're family owned and we believe every customer deserves honesty, quality, and a hassle-free experience. Every vehicle is carefully selected, competitively priced, and backed by the kind of service you'd expect from your neighbors, not your strangers. Plus, we're always looking to buy quality vehicles even if you don't buy one from us. Visit Priority Motor Cars today where integrity comes standard, right across from the Maury County Judicial Center or online at PriorityMotorCars.com.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
When it comes to your internet, you shouldn't have to talk to a robot or someone halfway across the globe. At CPWS, you don't. We live and work right here in Columbia, providing local support you can trust and service that's built into the heart of our community. Right now, it's never been easier to make the switch. New customers can get CPWS internet for just $50 a month. Experience the difference of local service and blazing fast speeds. Call us today, 931-375-7777.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley. And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Back here again on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show. Chris Yao, Drake Colley, now joined by the voice of the Mount Pleasant Tigers and new state executive committee member. He won his election against write-in.
It was hard.
Mr. Seth Campbell.
It was well earned, Chris. It was well earned.
You know,
I think my dog Carl got a couple of votes written in there. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You beat a fine candidate.
I'm just here to tell you that Drake got a few write-ins for a couple of
there you go.
Couple of places that I won't mention.
Okay.
But man, as we were talking with Hartsfield, this Mount Pleasant team just hasn't been able to quite get over that hump of the second round of the playoffs over the last few years, losing to Riverside a couple years ago, who went on to Chattanooga, Milan, who went on to Chattanooga. Seems like everybody they play in the second round ends up in Chattanooga. And so
tough draws.
What's up with that?
I mean, tough draws up in 2A now. Back when I coached, 10 years ago, we were down in 1A, single A, playing Fayetteville and Cornersville. And then, the last time they redistributed everybody, we went up to 2A, and it's just a tougher draw. And some of those West Tennessee teams, it's just it's a cycle going out there. You're going to get punched in the mouth, and you know it's going to be difficult. And last year was Milan, and it was difficult.
And it's the toughest 2A region in the state of Tennessee.
There's no question.
Year after year after year.
You're talking Riverside, Adamsville, Mount Pleasant, Lewis County. I mean, those four teams right there are perennial opportunists to go to Chattanooga or wherever they're playing.
Yeah, spin the wheel and see who's going to go to Chattanooga. And I'm hoping that it'll be Mount Pleasant's turn this year. Lewis County got us last year towards the end of the season. And this year, Lewis County's coming out. It's going to be game of the week, I hear. And Lewis County's coming out.
It will definitely
Mount
be
Pleasant.
game of the week. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
And look forward to the cooler temperatures, too, that season brings. It'll be nice. But, we owe Lewis County one. Looking forward to that game.
And get that one back at Mount Pleasant, which is very important, like you said. You also get Battle Creek to start off. So two of Mount Pleasant's opponents will be playing against one another
tonight.
So
Coach Hartsfield and
Summertown.
His staff might get a little sneak peek at what's going on, what they can expect in the future.
See what's happening with Battle Creek. Last year, it wasn't. It was a game. It wasn't a close game, though. Mount Pleasant controlled that game from start of the whistle to the end. But with Battle Creek maturing as a school, if you will.
Yeah, now they've got juniors.
Yeah, now they've got they've got more to offer. It'll be exciting to see what the growth of Battle Creek there in week one, and it's really going to be a test because I don't know if anybody knows what to expect from that program.
It's hard to gauge the program because again they were full of sophomores last year, freshmen and sophomores, but they all come back and they've all got varsity experience and they all get a whole year in the weight room with Justin Burnham and all of those things.
Well, they can only get better. Really,
you're right.
You get seniors, you get juniors to seniors. You're only going to get better getting a year older and getting to be able to use that senior class.
But
finally, for Battle Creek.
Experience that they have just as sophomore, that's going to play a major role. So week one, you don't know what to expect. No. It's going to be really fun to watch those two teams. And again, it will be game of the week, and we'll be there.
I'm looking forward to it too.
So Seth Campbell, you're down there. You've got your finger on the pulse. You know what the vibe is down there. Mount Pleasant football. And as Chris Yao was talking, and we were talking about earlier, Mount Pleasant has gotten to this point each year, and it's just frustrating. I can't even say the word on the radio station, but it's just frustrating as heck to get to this, have a great season, have pretty much take care of business with every team you run up against, and then you run up against in the playoffs. You run up against a stone wall, a brick wall, a stump that you can't ever get out of the ground. It's just that tough. And it just happens year after year. How hard is it to keep everybody's energy up within the community, around the school, or has it gotten to the point where you get to the regional playoffs and you say, oh man, we got to go to Milan again, or we got or whatever the deal.
I sensed zero of that last year. The will was there. The will, the energy, the vibes were there last year, and that's something we don't have a problem with. It's not a lack of confidence or a lack of fight,
excitement.
That was there, and they had a plan for Milan, and for the most part, for up until halftime, we were punch to punch with a blow with Milan in that amazing running back they had, and then it got a little out of hand as the game went on, but I was proud of how they played against Milan and how Caden McCrory, and now the returning senior running back, and how he was a hammer against Milan.
And I felt as though that was going to be your answer. I was just wondering if you felt any cracks in the armor of the morale over the course of the years.
No,
that
good senior leadership prevents
we
that.
get to this point, and then bam, we hit a wall.
Yeah, well, you just had 2 seniors up here, and that's really the nucleus that would keep that from happening. You know, people like Nazir, who I've had, you know, in class for 4 straight years now, they're the glue that keep the program together. The coaches can coach all they want, but you have to have the group of seniors that want to keep that team together and keep the vibe strong and keep it going forward. And when you have guys like that, it makes the coach's job a lot easier. And last year, you know, it wasn't easy by no stretch of the imagination, but those guys were the glue that kept it together. Peyton Niehaus, who graduated, just, I mean, amazing young man. And that's the kind of players you want, and that's the players we have.
And Chris, it's great to have a guy like Seth on here who is in the school, in the high school, teaching the classes, seeing the players every day, and then getting up in the booth, being able to be around that football program, because nobody.
Oh man!
I mean,
it's rewarding. It's super rewarding to do that.
You get to kind of look from the outside in and watch the whole process, and then have an objective view of it. Which is what we want to know, and what we're going to figure out. And tonight, what do you think? What do you expect to see from the Mount Pleasant team?
Well, you want to come out. I mean, from talking to Coach Hartsfield, he's going to have the starters in there, definitely the first quarter, and then go from there. I want to see, energy, ready to play. I mean, if this isn't a test in this heat, then what's going to test you? So this is going to, this is going to check you a little bit out there and see if they have some fight to them and get ready for Battle Creek. Because, I mean, we know that this doesn't go on the win and loss record, but what this does is check your toughness. I mean, it's hot, and you better be ready to hit, because if you're not, you're going to get hit out there.
If you think it's hot outside, or you think it's hot in this booth, get on that turf.
Yeah, absolutely. Crank it up another 15, 20 degrees easily. Now, who's a player last year that might have shown some flashes of greatness as you were calling the ball games?
How about special teams player of the year?
That we moved up. Yeah, that moved up, and we expect to see great things from this year.
Well, I mean, Chris mentioned the special teams player of the year, JP Easterling, and when he gets on the field, he's electric. But you just don't know, he gets his hands on the ball, he could be gone. But I'm going to highlight AJ Sieber, the linebacker, junior linebacker for the Tigers. He's a tackle machine. He's an absolute tackle machine, and he's not scared of anybody. He'll put his nose right in there, and he'll do it down after down and just take a beating, but he delivers a beating too, to where it wears the other team out. And he's a great young man, and he's just showed a lot on the football field, and I'm excited to watch him continue to grow.
And we here at Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show, we recognize those 2 players that you just mentioned, because they were our players of the week for the Game Day Show on Wednesdays.
Okay. I'm sure they earned it. Yeah,
absolutely they earned it. Fantastic. So we look forward to big things out of those 2 players.
And you got a returning quarterback who's going to break all kinds of records this year, in Cale Scott. And then you got a returning running back in Kaden McCrory, who's just has no fear at all. And
it kind of sounds like Mount Pleasant's is loaded for bear, so to speak.
This is the thing. This is their chance. If Chattanooga is in the cards for Mount Pleasant, 2026 is the best chance they've had since Kit Hartsfield has been here, and I got a sneaky feeling that we're going to see them at the Blue Cross Bowl.
And with that being said, not only Mount Pleasant from Maury County Public School System, but there's been a lot of chatter about Columbia Central High School too. Yeah. They're bringing back their quarterback in Daniel Booker, Jamari Hall. There's a number of players on both sides of the ball that are explosive, fantastic players, possible Mr. Football candidates.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be exciting in Maury County.
That's 2 teams right there in Maury County. And I couldn't be looking forward more to a football season than this high school football season.
This is going to be the season to be around here in Maury County, and I'm very excited that we get to be a part of it and looking forward to it. Hey, let's take a quick break, and we'll talk a little bit more about those players of the year, offensive player of the year, special teams player of the year, defensive, and more. So stick around here on the Maury County.
Thank you, Seth.
Hey, no problem, guys. Anytime.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal